Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. I wasn't going to do a video today. I'm not feeling very well, and I have a ton of videos to edit and things to upload. I'm very far behind on that, but today I was going to take a break from, well, not really take a break, but I was looking up what kind of gift bags I could make to hand out to strangers in the holiday season. And as I was looking, I ended up on a Quora site, and it's talking about poverty, because what came up was gift bags for homeless and what homeless need, what they actually need, like what valuable gift pack can you make for them. So this person came up and he's saying like all these standard things like stop drinking and smoking and doing drugs, ditch the car payment, hustle for extra money, look for deals, read these books. Literally says The Richest Man in Babylon. That's what he's recommending you to read, is about the richest man in Babylon. So then there's a lady who gets on here and she says, you know, she did all these things seemingly instinctively, and she's been debt-free since she hit 39, and she's nicely retired at 58. And she hits it here, okay? But I do think some people are born with these guidelines ingrained, while others, even siblings from the same poor background, never quite get it. There's a huge difference between understanding something intellectually and knowing it in your guts. Okay? She proceeds to go on about, I'll just read the rest, it's quick. There's some aspects of financial common sense that is genetic, okay? Perhaps related to the same system that causes one person to be put off by scratch-offs and the other person to be super pumped and get addicted to scratch-offs. Everyone needs an opportunity to learn to build wealth, but some horses will never drink the water. Okay? So what she's saying here, there's a difference, a huge difference. She's saying potentially are born with it, okay? She's bringing in genetics to this. And there's a huge difference between understanding something intellectually and knowing it in your guts, okay? So this is a worldly person. This person sees no problem with the structures of this reality, sees no problem with how Earth is being ran like one giant Monopoly game, okay? And she can't understand, because she was born this way, okay? She can't understand why her poor siblings don't want to play the Monopoly game, basically. They don't want to live their life as a Monopoly game, to figure out how to make money in ways you don't want to make money, and then the debt, and they trick. I mean, there are so many traps that are set for people, and this is what these worldly people, they don't even want to really acknowledge it, because they're so far removed from love. They're very far removed from love. And once you become removed from love, you start to substitute love for other things. And pride is a big one, okay? You're proud of what you've done in this system. And you know, and people, like, they get to a certain level and they kind of like become condescending to other people who don't have things, who don't want to play Monopoly, and who didn't come here with no problem being tuned in to the systems of this reality. And these types of people, they can't even understand, they can't even possibly fathom any other systems. They can't even fathom what a money system, without it, how anything could function without a money system, because they are far removed from love, okay? The closer you get and the more synced back up with love you become, the harder these systems, it happens in stages, okay? Once you get synced up with love and you understand what would happen if I loved love above everything else, and I loved other people as much, or if not more, okay, than I loved my most favorite person in the whole world, or myself, okay? A lot of people, they don't love themselves, so I don't like saying that. If you loved other people, I mean strangers, the same way you loved your most favorite person, then why would we need these systems? We wouldn't need these systems. We only need these systems because they are in place of love. They're trying to, they're trying to get, they're trying to take all this stuff and exchange it and replace it for love, but you can't do that. It's like apples and oranges. Love is one thing, okay, because love is eternal and everlasting, okay, and people like this, they don't have the love frequency in them yet, okay. I'm not saying they're never going to get it, but those people, they don't have the love frequency in them, and they can't even understand. They just can't even understand why someone would have a hard time and wouldn't want to do the things that is required of you to function well in these systems, okay? These systems are in place of love. They're all, and so if it's in place of love, that means anti. They're anti-love systems. They are also, anti means opposite, in opposition, but also in place of. So they're trying to take the place of love. But an apple can't take the place of an orange. I mean, it's not, I'll come up with some better things about that, but it's like, those two things are not comparable to each other. Love in this world, because love is everlasting and eternal. This world is not. This world has the mortal aspect of it, where things, not us per se, but things are born here, and then your mind and your body, they die, okay? It's not that your mind and your body, nor anything in earth, is everlasting. The only thing that's everlasting is love, okay? So if you get the love frequency in you, what do you think's happening? Please. There's a really good song, Me Without You, and he talks about, he explains it very well, and it's called King Beetle of a Coconut Estate. And it talks about, why would you not? What we have to do is sync up with love, and we have to become the light, and we are going to be eternal and everlasting too. These people that are worldly and they can't even comprehend what I'm saying, or they think it's gibberish, or they think you're a spiritualist or a hippie, or whatever other terms they want to come up with. They're so far removed from love, and those people are the same ones that will try and persecute you and say that you're the problem if you say to love and love other people. And it's been this way for all of recorded history. This whole world and all of these systems are against love. So therefore, if you, as a souled individual, meaning you have the capacity to understand love, okay, you are an enemy to the world, okay? The world doesn't like you. When someone is your enemy, that means they're going against you. They don't like you, okay? That's how it's been, and that's the thing that they try and sugarcoat and cover this up, that if you love love, you're going to be persecuted. This world is not going to like you, because by default, if you love love, you are against all of these systems, and these worldly people, they can't understand because they don't have the frequency in them yet. Or they're ignoring it, or they're suppressing it. They're trying to put off dealing with that because the pride of life is in there. That lady's proud that she retired at 58. And she's proud that she got debt-free at 39, okay? Pride comes in, and it stops you from connecting to love. All of these things, pride, envy, jealousy, all the things that we would say are bad, okay? All of those things, they come in and stop you from syncing up with love, okay? Which is the whole purpose of this reality. So they're missing, they have all these things in this world, okay? You have tons of worldly things, they fit in the worldly system, but that's the system that dies, okay? That's not the system that's everlasting. And my whole goal is to try and get people to understand that love is what's important, and it's what's relevant, and it's literally why we're here. We're here to choose love or not choose love, and the longer you put it off, you're just putting it off. It's just like I've done the splinter analogy. If you have a splinter in your finger, doing a bunch of other things like jumping and dancing and going to concerts and making a lot of money and getting really buff and working out and fighting MMA or fighting in the bars or doing drugs or selling drugs, or I mean all of these different things that we all have the capability to do here, okay? You didn't take the splinter out still, okay? And while you're doing all this other stuff to try and like not deal with the splinter, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's only going to get worse until you take it out. And you need the help of love to take the splinter out, okay? And I say these things out of love. And you have to be the strongest thing here, because whenever you accept this and you accept love and you understand that that is what is the most valuable and that's the real currency here, people are going to come against you and people are going to try and take your gifts from you, okay? And they always are, and they always have been. That's the nature of this reality. But there is, with what I'm telling you, there's hope, okay? Love is the strongest. Love is the most high. It's the most high frequency. Love is the strongest. It's not been running this world, okay? It's going to. And love is the strongest. Love is the most high. The other options other than love, they don't stand a chance. They already lost because they're weaker. They're weaker, and they're not eternal, and they're not everlasting. Only love is. So with that, much love and many thanks. Thank you.